Sure.
Okay.
Alrighty then. Chapter 3. Aru, Nyaxi, you just saw well, not Allied, but Bethan get dragged through a glass surface and a chimerical window off somewhere. He's not on the other side of the window, that's for sure. They took him. He's gone. You can hear more people coming in the distance, most likely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm going to turn to Ember and say, I'd suggest you find your lord. I'll see if I can't calm the rest of the freehold.
Very well, Your Majesty.
If ever there was a more sullen "Yes, Your Majesty," I have never heard it.
Oh God, I just thought of how is Allied's character going to explain this to his vampire buddy?
I'm not sure how he is.
Yeah, that was just my thought.
In terms of those secret roles, and Epic doesn't know as well. Yeah, I made some secret roles for the vampire again because she had been smart enough to leave instructions for her demon to try and wake her. And that is for her to attempt to wake. Because of that. Because last time we essentially only covered her trying to wake through her own ability.
Mm-hmm.
Also some danger rolls for Aru. As you can see, one of those might have been failed, so sucks to be him.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay then, Pengu's here. So, as Ember is heading off, I think you are heading to the place where Bethan got grabbed by the werewolves craft as well.
Me?
I mean, you might not have been remind us. Because there was a bit about Cold Iron and the Freehold, the Baron, etc.
Etc. Baron isn't in a good place right now, is he?
Baron's in a different place.
Right, he pet the pattern spider. I forgot.
Dear God.
He's probably gonna dream of writing up a report in an office somewhere tonight.
I think, was it the doors who told me this, or who told me this?
Yes, the defenses.
The defenses. The master has been kidnapped.
I just told you that the werewolves are with Yark and the Baron, and that they have Cold Iron with them.
Oh, thank God.
The doors were like,
that-
"Oh shit, son! Everyone, quick!"
Yeah, fucking quick. So, there are defenses against this in place, or no?
Hard to defend against Cold Iron. One of the few things that could cut through the defenses if people could see them to hit them.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we
Part of a freehold's protection is the fact that they're really hard to find.
got guns or something?
Okay, so you run to the armory to grab a shotgun.
Also, after they vanished and I told Ember what to do, I would have sheathed the sword.
Alrighty then. So, sure, you come rushing in as Ember is leaving, just like a gun belt slung over your shoulder loaded with shells, and just awkwardly holding a shotgun as you run.
Who the fuck dares to bring cold iron into my household? No, I'm not gonna say that. Hmm. Who the fuck dares to bring in cold iron into this household instead of my household? Let's be a bit respectful to Allied. You know, pump the
To
shot.
ping Allied or?
What do you mean? Allied is off in his own realm with the wolves. He's out of this conversation. You don't see him anywhere, by the way, Kraft.
I know.
So Ember, right? Yeah, Naxi.
Yeah, I'm leaving as you come in.
Where the fuck is the fuckers with the cold iron? Ember.
Oh, that's what I'm going to try and find out.
And where is the Baron?
Well, it's unknown.
Dear God. You want this this gun, or you're fine?
I mean, sure, that saves me to way to the armory.
That's not ominous at all. Green.
Don't worry about it, it's fine.
Yeah, but not worry about it.
And where's Bjark? Wasn't he supposed to be protecting the Baron too?
He's right there. Looking at you with a, like, what the fuck?
Oh, he was there. I forgot.
Yeah,
You didn't
yeah.
say that. You said Ember, as Ember was about to go leave. But I wouldn't say that, would I?
Bingo, you're being loopy. Please.
So what happened?
One hand is
Why
fine.
did the werewolves take Bjark? They take the Baron?
Yeah, they didn't take me. I think they would be in pieces on the ground if they tried to take me.
Jish, I corrected myself. Why did they take the Baron? Oh yeah, I wanted to raise time to 2. Whatever, take it later.
Yeah, ask me in text chat when we're not in the middle of a scene, if you want to take something.
Yeah. Okay, so why did the werewolves take the Baron, guys? Stand there with my shotgun. Why do they have cold iron?
He's waving that shotgun in everyone's faces. It's not a comforting situation.
Mhm.
I'm glad I'm not there, as I'm currently trying to find a way out to send a message to my superiors of, what's been going down, yo?
Hey guys, we Sealy might have some way to get on top of the dang fascists.
Unseen. Nice.
Oh man.
Yarn.
At that, I'd probably tell him. I'd say it seems that they had plans for a coup, though. Not sure how well this whole situation fits in with their ideas.
Are you deliberately lying, or are you misinterpreting? Because they were clear that they were focused more on protection, I think.
That's okay. Sorry, that was me forgetting exactly what they had told me and what you had said out of character to Allied.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So rather it'd be it seems that they had plans for how to protect Allied in dangerous situations, I suppose, and given what happened, I can understand where they might have come from, but and I sort of wave my hand in the air. It feels a bit much from our end. Massively understating. There's a roll-off going in the background that I'm not sure what it is.
Don't worry about it.
You
If we
say
were
that, and
supposed
it's
to
not
know,
reassuring.
we were supposed to know, we would know. Okay. It's fine.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting for the
And you
news
want-
that Epic vanished and hasn't returned. Honestly,
And they want to protect the Baron with cold iron.
I don't think they quite understand what exactly it is.
Oh, you guys are so understanding.
So,
I may not like what they did, but I can understand that they had orders. That was the thing that they told me. Remember?
so what did they take the Baron unwilling? Was he unwilling, or did they fucking kidnap him?
Those are both the same thing. But I say he decided in the end to go with them. Why
Why did he-
exactly I can't tell, but I assume it's to prevent anyone from any cold iron from being used to get it out of here faster.
Are you gonna go get him back?
That's what Ember's for.
Ember?
I think Ember
Yes.
at this point is finished checking the gun and is right on the door.
Yeah.
Right in the doorway, ready to, go.
Yeah.
Good luck then, Ember. Do you have any potions ready, or did I never get to make them?
You have the original,
Stash, right?
the original
Yeah.
stash of 10 ready. Because you
Uh-huh.
would have spent for those then, but yeah, since you apparently don't have time, so that you would need to, for the last batch, you would have had needed to spend glamour to make that.
I do have the grammar just done.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
But I would give Ember some of those. This is my point.
Yeah, you can give Ember some from the batch you already know works to make sure that, Ember's actually protected.
Yeah, I would give her those few. I say these are healing potions.
I'll give you time 1 right now, Pengu, and let you take time 2 at the end of this session. Since you're going from 0.
Sure.
Think.
Okay, then I will take the potions draft.
Yay! Good luck.
Thank you.
Experience points. A new realm is 5, and realm is current rating times 3, so it would be 5 for the first level and 3 for the next one you've miscalculated. On the costs, Tango. Alright, go ahead, Naxi. So, Christy, you managed to sneak out. All is well in the world. You are outside the observable area. It's nice and light outside, no horrible vampires grabbing you. What do you tell your superiors?
So, I have a quick question. If I text them or anything like that, does the lying stuff still apply?
Yes. Because you're trying to communicate, I would say.
I
Writing.
accept this. I love it.
That being said, this would be the kind of situation that would warrant a phone call in their eyes.
Then I'll give them a phone call.
Righty then. Yes.
Well, we have just a teensy matter here. You see, managed to raise a High King of the Unseelie.
Excuse me?
Yes, the Baron's already sworn into his service as well. Just a tiny matter.
I see. What else do you have to report?
Ah, well, well, I suppose another bit about it would be that apparently the Sealy have, managed to catch wind of it. Tried to unleash upon the freehold already. Yeah, probably gonna be here soon.
His poor superiors.
I see. You have certainly been busy.
I'm pretty lazy.
You're not even going to share that you made it? I'm
What?
surprised.
Why would I?
Yeah, that's true.
Then they would want one too.
No,
That's
to be
fair.
completely honest, I think she just has more fun with it spreading slowly. She
Yeah.
wants to see the looks on their faces, not over the phone call.
Shame video calling hasn't been perfected.
Make me a deception roll. At the standard difficulty.
Hey, standard diffs.
Boon does apply. Okay then. Okay, that is good. Yark, when you finish with that conversation, you have a mild feeling of danger. Not necessarily immediate danger, but in some way Christie is walking along the edge of the knife, with lots and lots of knives below, waiting for her to stumble and fall.
Ugh.
For some reason, she seems very happy about this.
I'm gonna go ask the nearest door. Do you know where Christy went?
Oh yeah, she went outside.
Fuck. I swear. What entrance?
Yeah, they point you to an entrance.
Yeah. I'm gonna go head out there to go check on Christy. I'd rather not have someone else snatched. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you probably catch her as she's coming back inside with a smile on her face.
When I see the smile, what did you do?
I did great things.
What did you do? And at that point, I'm glaring at you.
I helped. That's what I did.
I can't tell if that's you being truthful or not.
That's the point.
Oh, god damn it. God damn it. I also don't know I also don't know what you did or the ramifications.
Nope,
God damn it.
not a clue.
I thought I just sort of walk up to a wall, just thud, my head goes right into it. I thud, head into the wall.
Haruman, you are
What?
currently at about 2/3 of the way, at least, to flipping Unseelie. Give me a willpower roll at 4. Because this bitch is not cooperating with you, and I think you have a appropriate Unseelie nature for...
Yeah. That sword is fucking with my nature.
Yeah, it's...
Not flipping yet. My character doesn't want to flip either.
Yeah, it's just a momentary impulse which you manage to push aside to somehow, some way make this bitch tell you the truth.
What would be the first thing I think that she did? Did you contact your superiors? Like that seems like the only way that things could get worse from here. Did you contact your superiors? I'm going
Nope.
to ask. My eye just starts twitching. And I just deflate. And now I'm rubbing my head. God.
You still can't tell if I'm
damn
telling
it.
the truth or not, because technically
I
I
know.
could try to.
Yeah, I know. Either way, it's God damn it.
You can
I
try
don't want
to
to do
roll
that.
for truth detection
no.
versus.
I'm gonna roll truth detection on that.
Okay, Epic, give us the resistance roll with manipulation subterfuge.
Ah, he won.
Yeah.
That was definitely a lie right there.
That,
Probably told the superiors then.
I will also let you know that as far as her doing great things, not necessarily great things for everyone. Great things for her own amusement, definitely.
You just hear me groan in my breath. God damn it.
Sorry, I'm unseelie. I look out for myself. The fact that sometimes
This
helps
is
people is just
entirely
a
in character
side
for
effect.
you. Yeah. This is entirely in character for you. This is something that you would most definitely do. And my character's like, you've got to be kidding me.
Armand, with that
What?
bit of insight, you realize that that sense, that almost half vision of her being in danger, one or two of those knives seem to be blackened metal.
I take a look out of the door if it's still open.
It's open. No one seems to be there. Not an immediate threat.
Don't go outside again, for the love of everything that is good.
She sips the soda.
You might want to pay more attention to possible ramifications of things soon.
You think I don't know this?
Well, it
Well, that
doesn't
I
look
prepare to
like
become
you're
the High King.
quite ready yet.
I'm still going to contact my own superiors, but I'm not sure exactly where. I'm guessing I have a contact line to them. Is it like a phone or something?
Yeah, you can easily call them.
Yeah, except I have to go outside of the freehold, which I don't want to.
Don't necessarily have to go that far from the door, and you have the sword and danger sense.
Yeah. Danger sense isn't always perfect, though. I know this for a fact, so I'm going to go find a different door, and then I'm just going to go take one step outside, lean up against the door frame, and then contact my superiors.
All right.
This needs to be done. I am technically still part of the chain of command, even if I'm accidentally a traitor.
Accidentally a traitor.
You know, it takes longer than usual for them to answer, and you hear a strange click on the other end when they do pick up.
Yeah.
Hello, Bjark. How can we help you today?
Can you help me regain control of my life? Because I appear to have lost it.
Please tell us more.
I'm assuming you've heard the rumors about what happened in the freehold.
I don't believe we have. Please tell us.
I swallow deeply. I appear to have been put up as the new High King because a Puka friend handed me a sword that's sort of thing you don't see, like, ever.
I see.
Aww, he referred to her as friend.
You gave me the sword for better or for worse.
Do continue.
Not understanding what it was at the time, I pulled it out in the Great Hall, the central area, whatever the heck that area is called. And now everyone is declaring me the new High King in the Freehold.
I see.
I would very much prefer that this wasn't happening, but it's not something that I can stop.
You can practically hear the wheels turning on the other hand.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not gonna do you the insult of lying to you. The best we can offer you is to give you an honorable death on the battlefield before someone catches you with a cold iron knife in the back.
I sigh at that, and it's like, well, then you'll have to be the ones who deal with the goddamn Zemasi or whatever, who's trying to fucking steal all the changelings out of the Freehold.
You hear
Oh, boy.
just vague muttering in several voices from the other end. Azimuth, you say? I believe that's a local problem.
And you're just going to abandon the people here, aren't you?
They're traitors, Yark. However it came about, they have betrayed the High King and the Dreaming. As have you, incidentally.
At that I sort of I sort of pull, I sort of take grab a hold of the sword, and it's like, why don't you really take a look at this sword and see what you think the Dreaming says then, if you're so confident.
Why don't I indeed? If you survive the first assault, we will meet soon enough, Bjark.
Yeah, I'm starting to see the point of the sword, even if I'm not exactly a fan of how it's trying to make me act.
Yeah.
You know, for better or for worse, I was one of the people who backed your elevation to knighthood despite you being a commoner. I'm sad to see what you've come to.
At that I say, I took an oath to defend the Freehold. I'm not going to back down from that. And if you would abandon it, then so be it. I will not betray my duty.
Your duty, said the traitor, who is attempting to usurp the throne. Funny way of putting it. But very well then.
All right, well, may we meet each other soon, and I'm just going to hang up at that. Congratulations, guys. You just alienated someone who has a sword of extreme power. Probably not the smartest thing you could have done, but it is a thing that you could do.
The fact that you are a noble at all, much less a knight, no less, is a major concession as far as the fucking Shi are concerned.
Well, fuck you. I have my oaths. I have my duty. I'm going to fulfill it the best I can, as I understand it. Hell, even making Allied still be the ruler of the Freehold is a big thing, because he can rule it better than I can, and I know this. Let him deal with that, not let him deal with the politics, not me, if I can avoid it.
Maybe you shouldn't have let him go away then at all.
Oh.
remember my job about trying to making sure the alliance between the Fae and the werewolves goes smoothly. That's another oath I have.
Well,
Not
that
sure if
turned
you're
to
fulfilling that,
shit to a good
actually.
degree. Not because of your fault, but
Crap. It hasn't been that long since this whole thing started.
nope, it hasn't even passed a few hours even.
Yeah, it hasn't.
Since
And
he
with
was...
and after I hang up, I'm gonna walk in.
Yeah, we're gonna say since Pyretics was unleashed, it's been like, what, half an hour?
Maybe.
Thereabouts.
Oh, shit. Aru,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna hear a fainter than usual voice in your mind before you walk in. Enemy of my enemy and all that.
At that I sort of stop.
It looks like you
Funny that
need
my-
allies, your majesty.
Funny that someone who seems so intent on kidnapping, torturing, and murdering those under my protection would be offering a hand in friendship now.
Well... I didn't intend for any of them to die.
And yet you stuck them inside of a room filled with cold iron.
Well, I couldn't risk them getting out.
At that, I'm just sort of going to walk into the. I'm going to growl under my breath at that and walk into the freehold.
I mean, that's kind of double standards, Aro. You forgive the werewolves for bringing cold iron into the freehold, why not her?
Well, you see, I'm not already predisposed to hate the werewolves. I am predisposed to hate the Zemasi.
But she was honorable, which the werewolves were, in a way, not from your point of view.
She kidnapped and tortured my friends. I'm not inclined to listen to her.
And she stuck to the rules of honorable combat.
And I'm thankful for that. Still don't like her because she kidnapped both two of my friends. I still want that other one back.
Willing to respect somebody and willing to even listen
Yeah.
to them are different things.
I mean, you could get them back maybe in exchange for some other kind of deal. She should. I mean, you can give her the attacking troops that survive the attack. They are traitors.
No, remember, I will defend the changeling kind. I know what even dissecting their powers can do to them. That's even someone trying to understand how changeling powers work is actually banality trigger for the changeling who's being experimented on.
Depends on what the reaction is. If it's cold-blooded and logical with no sense of wonder about it, then yes, it can be.
Mm-hmm. And yeah,
On
I
another
don't
sense,
get the
it
sense
could
that
even give glamour if done right, though.
yeah, it can, but yeah, no, I don't think I ever got that that impression from her.
Right then. Oh.
Just going to start wandering around, seeing how people are possibly getting ready for war.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be overseeing the arming up of the troops. My ragtag band of rebels.
Oh, Christ. Oh, shit. I know what she would do if she wanted to piss you off.
Kidnap a friend or...
No. Oh, that is absolutely horribly twisted and evil. You'll find out later.
This does not fill me with confidence.
This fills me with excitement.
If she does something if she does something to really try and piss me off, then at that point I think I'm going to flip on Sealy and then just start hacking her to pieces.
Change is good, bitch. Glamour is meant to be free.
Mm-hmm. Screw your rules of engagement. I'm going to end you now. I'm going to end you and everyone you brought with you.
Rude. Okay then. So that's happening there. Amber, how are you gonna go about trying to find the Baron?
God, it would be nice if someone with Auspex were at my disposal, but sadly not. I mean, I could find someone who has Soothsay, maybe,
Yeah.
to locate the Baron.
Sure. Give me a charisma empathy roll at 8 to find someone who is willing to help the Baron's lieutenant, who's also a she, in the current political climate.
I mean, you could always wave around the High King told me to find the Baron.
I'll spend a point of
Which-
willpower.
My God.
Alright. You find someone and they tell you that the Baron, as far as they can tell, is traveling through a space between worlds, somewhere different than the dreaming. And there are skittering, horrible banality things around him, though the werewolves are, for the moment, keeping those away. He's eventually gonna resurface into the autumn world, as far as they can tell. But that's about all they get.
Okay, I mean, yeah, obviously. I mean, they're probably going to intercept.
They honestly don't know. Going somewhere, gonna do something.
Well, I guess I will report my findings to the High King.
Righty then. And Benjamin, what are you doing? Well, they are handling various errands. Tango?
Um,
Yes.
so if I wanted if you would have to describe the current atmosphere of the fucking freehold, it's how would you describe it?
Anger, nervous expectation, excitement, and just, yeah, all kinds of nasty, aggressive feelings on top of a lot of excitement. It's not a nice climate.
The unyielding spirit of the never willingness to give up a fight, or something like that.
More like, it's time. Let's cut a bitch. You know, like, gonna set every wrong right, kill all the bastards, etc. The few she in the freehold are getting some of the uglier looks.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of hope there aren't any Arcadian she here right now. I'm pretty sure those guys would be lynched on sight.
Actually, ooh. You know, one of the guests, Benjamin, you haven't seen him in a while, and he was an Arcadian she.
Crap.
I'm gonna ask the doors where they last saw him or her.
Sure. He was going out with some friends on the dreaming side.
When did he leave?
About 15 minutes ago.
Could you describe the scene of them leaving?
Yeah, there were 3 people around him, one on each side and one behind. He looked worried about something, or faint,
God damn
maybe
it.
constipated.
Oh god.
Where did they leave is the next question.
Do I have any backup?
In what terms? Muscle?
Muscle.
Not muscle you can trust not to join in. No, probably not.
Oh dear god. Huh. I left the shotgun. I see.
Either hurry up or get me for this. Honestly.
Narek, you left. You're in a call. Shut up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the thing. They would have kind of poked out, more or less, well, soon after the meeting, while you were doing other things with 15 minutes, you know. Oh yeah, the timeline doesn't line up well for this particular noble.
God.
Thus, an autumn sea died this day.
How the?
He'd be back later because he,
Yeah,
numerically
shouldn't-
died. But
Yeah, you shouldn't kill him, right?
You don't know.
you.
The doors don't have info on that. About the most they saw was which trod they took, and it is one that comes out in the autumn world, a ways off in the autumn world, away from annoying Zimitzi stakeouts.
Yo. So clothes count as prop.
Yep.
Sure. Have something in mind?
I'm trying to see if I can use chicanery here to.
Generally speaking, you would need to be able to point the magic at a set of clothes like those over there, unless you knew them exceptionally well. With most powers.
I got prop 4. It's okay.
No, I mean in terms of targeting at a specific set of clothing or a specific radio. You wouldn't be able to do this at a distance, you would need some proximity to them.
Yeah. Okay. I get it. So if they get arrested by the police,
They get arrested by the police and put in a cage.
Yeah. Why?
okay. I'm gonna go and try and see if I can catch up to those guys.
Righty.
And then if I do, I'm gonna sneak closer to them.
Okay. Are you going to use any of your abilities to try and help with that? Do you have anything that can help with that, in fact?
I don't think so.
Alrighty then. Then give me a Dex Athletics roll, let's say 7.
Dex.
Actually, make it stamina. That's more fitting.
Huh?
Since this is less of a sprint and more of a marathon.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
you catch up to them just in time apparently, because
Oh
apparently the she is trying to make a run for it, and you can see that one of them is about to give up the pursuit and shoot them with a chimerical bow in the back.
no! Uh-huh. Any cops around?
You are still in the dreaming. The she apparently got
surely.
lucky, so this wouldn't be a real death. Which was probably the plan, because you're pretty close to the exit to the autumn world, which is probably why the fucker got desperate and ran for it.
Fuck. The fuck do I say this motherfucker? Ah, dear God. To use a cantrip on a random fae. How much fae?
It would depend whether they have a title or not, because the dreaming would recognize the difference. You would need one or two.
And that fucker with the bow.
You don't know. It would be a luck roll, probably.
Fae is really useful. Why don't I have any fae?
Then you would need to force it with glamour.
Exactly. Uh, if I just go for it and I don't have enough glamour, what happens to me?
Well,
Probably just fizzles.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can always unleash.
keep in mind that when you roll your arts now, you do have to roll the nightmare die you have and the rest of your dice pool separately. Because the nightmare die could fuck up your efforts here. I mean, how bad could it be if you unleashed, right?
No.
It's
No?
perfectly
Nothing,
safe.
right?
If
can't-
it's an art you know well, it's perfectly safe.
I mean, how bad could it be? You could just unleash Summer and just, you know, ask it to fill them with emotions of peace and pacifism. How bad could it be? Go on, Pango. Go on. Do it. Do it. Do it. Aww. Tension. I have a feeling someone's about to get stabbed there. Anyone want to take bets on how likely Pengo is to walk this one back?
Huh.
I'll give it 5-1 in favor of the five times out of six that the Arcadians getting stabbed.
Really? I think the Arcadian's gonna escape pretty easily.
Depends on how well the bow lands, to be honest.
I'm thinking more
Pengu doing
of
something cool is only going to happen.
different issues with somebody apparently about to interrupt said escape.
I mean, the Arcadian she was a suspected traitor, like almost certainly sure, but still not a proven traitor. But clearly someone here is loyal to the old regime.
God damn it. I need to try. I need to tamp down on this goddamn zeal. Otherwise, we're going to end up in a French Revolution time.
No, that's a great thing. Don't stop it.
Or the fucking USSR.
It's
God damn it.
Let it go.
Let
No,
it
it's not
go.
fine.
Let it go.
Yes, it's great.
No.
I mean, it's all fine until cold iron knives come out, and I rolled luck, and these fuckers had no chance of finding one.
Phew.
Well, they had a chance, but that would have required one of those fours to be like 1 or 2.
And I'm finally back.
Hey, so, Pengu, why don't you unleash Summer? It'll be fine.
Yeah, surely unleashing the summer, the thing that fucking passions people up, will be completely fine.
I mean,
Not at
you
all
can
fucking
just,
anything up.
like I was saying earlier, just unleash it and tell the dreaming to fill them with a specific kind of emotion.
Just because I want to save a fuck doesn't mean I want to fucking pay the greatest price ever to save the fuck.
Right, and there are 3 pursuers currently. Dex stealth while you're at it. To see
So,
how likely they are you've been noticed, or how likely they are to have noticed you.
oh god. Fuck you two dice. Fuck you two.
Give me a luck roll.
Okay. Oh fuck you two dice.
Oh, the guy with the bow further back glances at you.
Uh-huh.
The other 2 haven't noticed you yet.
The guy with the bow knows I'm here.
Unleashing honestly isn't that bad of a decision probably at this point.
But is it worth it?
What's the worst that could happen?
Who the fuck is this guy I'm trying to save anyways? I just knew he was a C, or how the fuck you pronounce that word. What do I know about this guy I'm trying to save?
What do you know about him? Well, he's not a cunt about leaving his room untidy. He apparently wanted to visit the freehold and the local places of, well, probably art and culture, because he was curious about what the mortals have been up to in the centuries they were gone. Not much else you would know about him. He probably hasn't been here that long. He's one of the ones that are just passing through.
Uh-huh. And the other fuck's trying to kill him.
One of them's probably like a troublemaker, but the others are essentially your run-of-the-mill commoners. Not too cunty, not too nice. People who, for whatever reason, have banded together.
A wonderful tale.
I mean, it's just chimerical death, right?
Isn't it like worse for Sita?
No. Well, actually,
No, chimerical death is.
yeah, not even for Arcadian ones. It's if they stabbed his real body that he would be utterly fucked. Chimerical's death like torpor. You get a timeout.
Actually, a little better than torpor, from what I remember. The times are a lot more forgiving.
Yeah, because the Chi aren't the Fae aren't immortal.
Yeah.
Or changelings are.
Depends
Well,
on
if you
what.
guys here, you yeah.
Depends on what his banality is like.
Yep.
So if I cast Liquor Flies,
Probably won't be
It can
enough, because their
to
blood
calm
is fired up.
I mean, it's distracting and calms them a bit, right?
Good. Let me look it up. But I think they are relatively faint. Okay.
Yeah, it's a subtle stirring of an emotion.
Yeah, it wouldn't calm them emotionally. It might make the shot slightly hard if you got them in the eyes of the archer, but that's an obvious I've picked my side kind of move.
Uh-huh.
You can go for it if you want.
That would be seen though, right?
I mean, the archer already noticed you, so probably not his companions doing it. Especially if you use a bunk.
This is hard.
And you're trying to save a bitch's life from 3 assholes.
Without any fucking help. If I had brought any actual guards, they would have been helping the fuckers chase him down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could always help them chase down the sheep.
You could. Or you could try to use chicanery in some way. Try and deceive them.
Yeah. Thought about that.
Okay then.
Yeah. I don't think I can do much.
You're just gonna let it happen?
I mean, I can't really cloak the fucker from anybody. Like, make him invisible.
Probably not without unleashing.
Yeah, that's the problem. Otherwise, I could have just, made both of us invisible, and then everything's fine.
What did you take a point of banality from? From botching the unleashing, right?
I failed it. Not botched.
Yeah.
You botched once, didn't you?
Yeah, you
Oh, you
botched.
No,
Was it a botch?
botching unleashing
Somebody botched
is...
an unleash.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
botching an unleashing roll means you eat extra nightmare dice, I believe, or you eat a bunch of extra banality. I can't remember
It's in
which.
there.
it's a
I think I only
point of.
failed.
But either way, you have
Yeah.
a point of banality, and you do have the flaw, which means you would have taken double whatever you
Yeah,
took.
I know that. But
I
then
think
I
the
gained
bonuses
an
keep
extra
all the time.
glamour.
Ah, right, and
Yes,
you burned it
that's it.
off.
Exactly. So I
Wait.
did that
When did you gain the glamour?
because all the fucking chaos Epic created.
Ah, right, that's right.
Yeah. You let that generate some glamour for everyone
That
in general, I
is
believe.
perfectly alright, I remember. Good.
And
Well,
then supposedly, because this is still the same fucking day, when I go to sleep today, I should be able to get a glamour from the fire.
sure.
Burn off the last one.
So, this
God.
is technically a tense situation, so time is, or should be, continuing to move at slow motion. So, unless you act within, say, 5 seconds, I'm gonna roll for that shot. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Can I?
Yes.
Yeah, dream logic them.
Which one? And in what way?
Arcadian.
Are you just saving time? Are you trying to buy time here? Is that what
No,
you're
no.
trying to do?
Like if I can dream logic the Arcadian to make him confused and like slip.
It makes them sensitive to suggestions, which means that you would have to be yelling at him something along the lines of the ground starting to tilt to one side or the like, and then that might work, yes.
The ground is shaking, man. Watch out for that crack. Or something.
Alrighty.
Watch out for that hole in the ground.
Okay, when you remember to
Yeah.
roll your nightmare dice separately, and you are gonna be rolling with 3 dice, because you are rolling versus Faye, and you're gonna need to spend 2 glamour for this. Because he's probably nobility if he was able to escape to Arcadia originally.
So I need to spend 2 glamour for this.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because you need to cheat 2 levels of the realm.
Okay, so 2 normal dice and 1 nightmare die.
Yes.
Can I spend the willpower?
Yeah, sure.
Difficulty was.
Well, that depends on the bunk. I'll give you a -1 for shouting out to him. And as part of that, but other than that, I think this is happening too quickly for you to do something elaborate.
Yeah. Say 6. There is the 7, right?
It 7 on the difficulty.
Oh yeah, but that's after the -1.
After the -1 for the bunk, yes. Unless you have an affinity realm, which I don't think you have.
Not for chicken. Oh no, affinity, not for Faye. Yeah, not Faye. Factor.
Actually,
I spent a bit.
this would go up by +1 because you're targeting a changeling with higher. Well, roll a luck actually. He might not be higher title. Okay, he's just a squire, just a scrub.
Oh, thank God. Okay, difficulty 7. I spent the willpower. I didn't say that.
You did.
Then this is
That's
the
the nightmare die.
yeah the nightmare die. Of course, it's a success.
Okay, so that's 2. Someone look up what fuckery happens from nightmare dice.
2 successes is 1. Oh.
You need to hit a 10 on the nightmare die, and they get more nightmare die.
This is just a way for it to spiral. Okay.
Yep, that's all.
So sure. Shit. Okay, the Arcadian happily tries to compensate for the ground rumbling, shakes, takes a few stumbling steps, falls on his face, the shot misses, and the 2 people that were chasing him are able to catch up and haul him to his feet.
Yep. You're welcome, boys. And I leave.
They just shout, "Hey, thanks! We're gonna go take care of this traitor. We'll be right back."
God damn it!
Good luck.
You just got a changeling shanked. It's not a permanent
That's a
death, but I think you need to roll glamour at Whatever.
It's a banality trigger, because I don't think you're
Wilder.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think he's Wilder.
This
And
is
I don't
not.
think this would have been the
Yeah,
way
this
anyway.
this
for
is
this.
not a chimerical death. They're gonna take him further along the road and not let him get away a second time.
Uh-huh.
Also, you tick down in the wrong place. That's meant to track your total.
Right.
And you
Right.
use the blood pool for that. And that's
Okay.
just... You have a total of 5 and 1 invested in the freehold. So you need to
Yeah, I
roll
know.
the 4 remaining at 8. To see if you eat a banality point. Or 2, because of your flaws.
Nope.
Okay. You have a very... Oh...
What?
casual cruelty. You just walked up there, saw that your ass might be in danger, and helped someone get killed. So give me a second roll, I would say. Because,
Uh-huh.
Like,
yeah, you just casually sent someone to their death.
I mean, it was either him or me.
It's still casual cruelty. It's still your antithesis. So you do eat banality from this. So feel free to take up.
Shit. I forgot.
that's right. Your antithesis is still around.
I'm still a Sealy changeling for all that matters. As much as I'm resisting this, the sword trying to worm its way into my head, there will be
Hey,
a
you have
reckoning.
to
for me.
admit, we got good arguments on our side.
I'm the one with the sword, you bastard. Don't
Yeah,
test
we
me.
got good arguments.
Can
Look
you
at how your
make a...
former friends treat you.
Fuck.
I have a feeling that this would probably go against the silly ethics of a strict societal order when commoners get help from another noble to shank a, noble.
I mean, he was a traitor, right?
I'm still adding in the GM notes that you are traveling on the road to court flip.
He was a traitor.
You all have your
Yeah.
excuses, you assholes.
Yeah, that logic is sound. However, it's also leading you down to flipping courts. So shut up. I haven't even made the decision I haven't even made a decision to drag myself to the other court, and I'm still getting dragged down that path. So stop
No.
complaining.
Look, listen. He was a traitor. I am doing what
Irrelevant.
I can do. I got him executed. Properly.
That was not an execution. That was vigilante justice.
Yes,
This was vigilantism. Yeah.
He
that
should have been
wasn't
dragged in front of either the Baron or the High King to be judged.
Yeah.
That was.
If I
justice
hear
in
of this,
your
there will be
hand.
hell to pay.
You are doing the unseelie proud. Call with me, freedom for all. Let the glamour be free.
Oh yeah, a question. If I want to use an art on the doors, is that Fey or is it
It
prop?
is Fey, and you have to be able to affect chimerical entities, which is very
Yeah,
high
okay.
on the Fey.
Yeah. Okay.
Four. Whichever.
Fey 4. 3 or 4, I think.
I think it was 3, because they're Dwellers of Glamour.
Yeah.
Ah,
Right.
5 lets you actually dick around with balefires and the like.
Please don't.
And cantrips.
Yeah, I won't. I have zero intention on doing that. I mean, I would fucking laugh if I ended up if I cheated my way to 5 Fey for a turn, or I burned glamour to get to 5 Fey, and then I just made the balefire harder to hit if someone was trying to stab it with cold iron.
By the way, Epic, why don't you give me a rundown about how your character feels about this whole enterprise you have embarked the freehold on?
At what point does the laughing stop, and at what point does just bliss start coming in? It's hard to tell.
What are your expectations? How do you
The
think this is gonna
expectations
end?
are for a glorious fight where we will hopefully win, but even if we don't, I hopefully get away and then go on to tell an amazing story in another freehold.
Arman, let me just,
Hmm.
before I say, let me just roll. Yeah, the danger to Christie, it is now a sure thing. Not today, not tomorrow, maybe not a year or two from now, but eventually, she's gonna get stabbed hard.
Yeah, your whole Agent of Chaos thing you've got going is going to snap back hard because even the Unseelie can't stand one.
Nope. But that, I refuse to believe that the Unseelie are going to be a big problem about this.
You know, good point. You might want to
Right.
start watching your back though, just in case.
Depends on whose interests and whose desire change you're fucking
Yeah.
with.
Yep.
Exactly. But the Unseelie as a whole are probably going to be rather awesome about this.
Oh, you sweet summer.
Right up until you start fucking with their plots, like you probably just threw them on to shambles
They're not
by causing
idiots just because they are unseelie. They're not Sabat, they're anarchs, essentially. Anarchs
Yeah.
still have sanity, and you just threw everything into the air.
Only to a degree.
I mean, it could go good. Maybe.
Oh, you sweet innocent you!
Smart people don't bet on maybes.
No, but the Unseelie are completely about change, and this is one of the greatest things for change. At the very least, I am positive that my house is going to approve of this quite a bit.
We shall see.
So,
Yeah, this would be the kind of thing that, from what I've read of my house, they would really like it a lot. And mine is one of the main Unseelie houses, so yay.
shit. They like politics and intrigue. That's their preferred. You had warned them in advance, is the thing. As is your upsetting plans.
Only to a degree. I told them as fast as it happened. There isn't much faster I could do it.
It's true.
If you told them that you made it before you handed it to me, they might have been a lot happier.
Dude, I told them within a few minutes of you receiving it.
Within the hour.
How was I to know you're gonna release it that way?
But yeah, we'll see. You might be able to talk your way out of any repercussions.
I mean, generally I should be able to.
You just started a civil war. People like you get
I know.
stabbed.
I accidentally a war. It's amazing.
That's almost like saying you accidentally Berlin or something.
Exactly. Most amazing thing
Everyone
to
will
do.
look at you like you're insane for saying that.
So,
There's a
in the
reason I chose
meantime,
Abuka. I can
This is
sound
why you're
insane
going to
as I
be
wish.
Ember is, well, tracking down Bjark after finding out about the Baron, and at some point you catch up with each other. So, you may have that conversation if you wish.
Mm-hmm. So I see Ember coming up. Any news on the Baron?
I asked Faye to help me, and we found out that they are traveling between worlds, and they will sooner or later emerge again into the outer world. We are not sure where, but if I'm to make an educated guess, it would probably be close to the Sept.
or at least where the home of the werewolves are. I don't think we'd know it's called the Sept, would we?
You probably would. It's a common enough term, and the werewolves were here to
They stayed here, like,
essentially.
forever.
Yeah, there have been ambassadors here for more than a year. Not necessarily these two, but werewolves that know how to politely converse with people. So that, as sort of a cultural exchange, there's probably like a changeling in the Sept. You know, representing essentially in a token fashion.
Mm-hmm. Is there any way we could actually contact either the changeling in the Sept or the Sept itself?
It's probably a relative of the Barons. Give me a luck roll, Ember, to see if you know their contacts. Apparently it never came up. You've probably seen the Baron call them, but you don't know the number yourself.
Yep. I mean, if he has a phone, it should still be here somewhere.
His
Since
phone
he
was
couldn't have
probably
taken-
on him.
I mean, would it have gone through when they were sidestepping? Since usually you can take Reaper shit with you, if you remember correctly.
Is true. Yeah. One of the werewolves probably has a phone that's bound to them because they needed it for their mission, but that's about it. Yeah, his phone would probably be on the pile of his non-chimerical clothes. He's currently dressed in his chimerical finery in the spirit world.
So let's go to his let's pick up the clothes that he had and see if we can't find his phone in there. Usually people have contact info in there.
Mm-hmm. Roll perception investigation to search through contacts. Because I don't think Bethan has them named in a sensible fashion. He probably has them named like, Thursday night and...
Yeah. Difficulty 6 or what?
Yeah. One of you can assist the other if you wish.
I'm gonna lead because I have 6 dice.
Okay, then I'm gonna assist.
Yep.
5 successes.
Oh my fucking god. Roll a luck die arrow.
Funny luck die.
Okay. It's little Bobby, not little Kenny.
Man. Okay, so I'm gonna call.
Yeah, after a while, they answer. You hear a drumbeat coming in over the phone. Yeah? Hello?
Hello. I'm gonna ask. Has Bethan arrived?
What?
The werewolf ambassadors have decided to take Bethan to the Sept for the foreseeable future. There's quite a lot going on here right now, and the werewolves decided he'd be safer there.
Oh. Give me a second. I'm gonna ask some of the. Just hold up. Distant but raised voices ensue. Okay, they're not making much sense. They said something about stepping sideways to be safe from vampires and traitors.
At that I say, like I said, there's been a lot going on. Did they give any sort of
Wait,
time at which you might be here?
who is this?
Bjark. Ember's with me.
Can I talk to Ember?
Sure. I passed the phone to Ember.
Hello.
Ember, what's going on?
It's hard to explain.
Try!
I mean, there was, well, where should I start? There was an artifact was created,
An artifact?
like one created than I ever heard before, and it led to quite some turmoil in the freehold. So the werewolves apparently saw the need to evacuate the Baron.
Why are you still there? Aren't you supposed to protect him?
Well, I tried. I wasn't. The werewolves were pretty hasty and they. Well,
You hear a scuffle from the other end, and a different voice asking, "Who is this?"
oh, this is Ember Wallace.
Why are you talking about our kinfolk, Ember Wallace?
Well, he is my Baron.
Is he? The voice is not terribly impressed by that proclamation.
Well, I'm sworn to him by oath.
I see. Well, Ember Wallace, don't worry about your Baron. We take care of our own. And it's mildly suspicious that you would be trying to find out where he is given the circumstances.
Well, given his position, he is.
He will get
Yes.
in contact with you when he is able. We will protect our own, even from his own kind if necessary.
Sure.
Was there anything else, Ember Wallace?
Well, we would like some. I assume we would like some closer communication with you and your sept in these times.
Soon as we have arranged the safety of our kinfolk to our satisfaction, we will consider your request.
I will hand the phone to the High King.
There's an impatient silence from the other side, Arman.
Well,
So at that, I'm going to say. So I assume you aren't going to be returning the Baron to our Fuck, now for some reason I can't remember the fucking name. The free. I'm assuming we're returning our Baron to the freehold anytime soon, by the sounds of things.
Like I told Ember Wallace. Like I implied to Ember Wallace, and clearly I should have been more blunt, we are not gonna tell you our plans until we know if you can be trusted.
At that, I'm going to say I swore an oath to protect the changelings of the Freehold, and I swore an oath to make sure that the arrangement, or the arrangement between our Baron and you went smoothly. As much as I wish that the current upheaval wasn't happening, it is, and as it stands, I can understand your defense, but never ever bring cold iron into the Freehold again, unless you wish war upon us. We do not take kindly to threats to murder everyone in the Freehold.
I think I need to roll someone's rage. Roll luck to see how rageful they are.
God damn it.
The way that we rolled luck for this previously, we're pretty close to a full moon as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. In fact, I think we've just moved into full moon territory if my math is approximately right. Oh shit. The connection closes.
Oh shit!
You accuse them of not being able to take care of their kinfolk. You accuse them of essentially trying to start a war with you. You tried to threaten them.
From my perspective, this was an entirely reasonable course of action to take.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
Because to me, that's
Wendigo.
exactly what they did.
I think
Yes,
the
that's
Wendigo have a different opinion of your negotiating skills.
Welcome to why I don't politics. This is why my character was never built for this.
Oh Christ. Oh dear. This was probably like one of their higher up galliards or philodoxes. Not so much like an Arun, that's the thing.
I mean, obviously he was more animal than man.
If he can't keep a lid on his emotions, then clearly someone else needs to be in charge of whatever he's doing. I'm gonna hand the phone back to Ember. Keep an eye on that and see if they call.
Sure.
Sure, roll a luck die, Aru, to see if they manage to remember the number. No, not quite enough. They probably have part of it, but not all of it. One glance at the phone before they took it away from the changeling.
Yeah, they could probably get the number from the changeling, though. At least.
Changeling wouldn't necessarily be familiar with you. He's been with the werewolves a while, and you arrived here to watch the developing alliance, and they were sent there probably at the very start of the negotiations, namely
That's fair.
either right when you arrived in best case or probably before you arrived.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, remember the gift Perfect Recall?
Potentially. But
I think
which
Galliard or Philodox. One of the two.
you know, that sounds like a 50-50 shot for them to be of the appropriate house. So yes, there is a chance they'll be able to use that if they're willing to spend gnosis to contact you. If.
Well, let's see how they react. Yeah.
I mean, if they get allied to them, they will know how to contact us.
Anyways, yeah.
I believe it's about time for war.
Yes, it is, but right before then, we should take our midway break.
What is it good for?